Hello, this is Dr. Rosie Kuhn, and this podcast is Aging Like a Guru. Who, me? Yes, you, yes, me, and 8 billion people on the planet. We're all aging, or at least we're all going through the process of aging. If you look to the left or the right, if you're driving, if you're somewhere where there's people around you, take a look at those people. They're actually in the same process that you are, and they may be, most likely, they're having a different experience than you are in terms of aging and what that means to them, their perceptions, their beliefs, the way that they think about what's going to happen to them in the future. So each of us has a sense of what's true and what is this all about, this aging process is part of our human experience. A couple of years ago, I wrote a book called Parent Like a Guru. And after that, I wrote a book called Diet Like a Guru. And then I wrote this book, a book called Aging Like a Guru. And the elements of the guru-ness, if you will, is that we have to let go of all the thoughts, beliefs, and interpretations that we have about life, about parenting, dieting, in this case, about aging. And how is that possible, to let go of all of the beliefs and interpretations and what you know about aging? Well, the truth is that little of what you think about aging actually comes from your intelligent self. Most of our beliefs and interpretations are not related to the intelligence of being you. It's related to fears quite often, and too often, and it's related to what we're afraid will happen, or what we assume will happen, or what we hope will happen. But very little has to do with the intelligence that's, that you have in terms of what's true about aging. So letting go of all you know about aging, letting go of your perceptions and beliefs could possibly open you up to a different way of being, a different way of seeing, a different way of perceiving reality that will impact on how you be today, so that, in a sense, the unfoldment of your aging process will be different. And that's what this podcast is about, is to support you and empower you in having an experience in yourself over the next decade, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decades of your life, so that you can actually be in a state of joy, potentially, and delight with who you be inside this process of aging. We're actually quite funny, us human beings, in that we are really attached to our thoughts. We're really attached to the way we perceive the world, even if that perception limits our capacities to have a great life. And thinking about letting go of what it is that you perceive and how you make meaning of your life, that influences how you be every day. And that could mean more anxiety, more fear, more worries, more stress in the full sense of it. And you have a choice. I have a choice. We all have a choice to see things differently. So by thinking about aging like a guru, initially might mean starting to look at the thoughts that actually are perhaps not even realistic, what your hopes are, what your fears are, what you desire. And the one thing is to see how you put those into place, how you take action on those hopes and those fears. But the others is to see what's the degree to which those thoughts are occurring to you and you take no action, or you complain, or you feel victimized by life. And all of those things are moments of like, God, life is exasperating sometimes inside this process of aging. So if we look at who we be and how we be through this process, and more importantly, if we look at the thoughts that we allow to occur and allow to be in our brains over and over and over again, when they're really not that effective for our well-being, we begin to have choice. But unless we start to look at those thoughts, those feelings, those perceptions, those judgments, those worries, and actually be able to say, wait, I don't want to think like this for the next 10, 15, 20, 30 years. I don't want to live like this. I want a life where I'm actually empowered to make better choices or make good choices. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is, it's one thing to say, let go of these thoughts, but first of all, we have to see the thoughts. We have to be aware of the thoughts. We have to create some awareness that these thoughts are happening all the time and that we are allowing them to happen. And then what those thoughts do in our body. So if you feel agitation of any sort, any restless, irritable, discontent, you're having a thought that is not in alignment with who you want to be in your life. So to become more aware of that, that's the first step in aging like a guru, is to become conscious of what you're allowing to be present in your life. So I will look forward to sharing more with you. I'd love to hear from you in terms of your thoughts or feelings or questions you might have about this aging process and how we can have a dialogue about this. I will be interviewing people along the way, but for the next couple of sessions, it'll be me and you. All right, bye for now. See you soon. Bye-bye.